The last thing we're going to look at from Chapter 8 is how to colorize a black and white image. And so we're going to open our purple flower JPEG. Now it's important to note that before you go about colorizing a black and white image, it has to be in RGB or CMYK, preferably RGB because it's a photograph. If it's in grayscale mode, it won't allow you to add color. The color won't show up. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to want to make a selection of the area that you're wanting to add color to. We're just going to add color to this front flower here. I'm going to duplicate my background layer, and you're going to need to work along on this because you're going to be turning this in as 8H. So once you have your background layer duplicated, go ahead and make a selection of that front flower. Once you have your front flower selected, you're going to need to zoom in and make a nice crisp selection all the way around the flower petals. Okay. Once you have that selection made, I want you to go to Select, and I want you to save that selection. You're going to save this, you're going to name it Flower, and click OK. And now it doesn't matter if you click off or anything else, you can always go back and re-access your selection. Now we're going to go and we're going to create a new layer. So Command Shift or Control Shift N for a blank layer. And to load my selection, I go Select, Load Selection. In the drop down, I select Flower and click OK. And now I have this selection available, and I'm just going to select a color. I'm going to select this pretty orange color here. And then I am going to just fill in my selection just like that with the paint bucket tool. I could have also, rather than using the paint bucket tool, I could have gotten my paintbrush, and I could have just painted in this selection as well. Either way, you fill in the area that you want to colorize with the color that you're adding. Now when you're through there, you're going to go over here and you're going to change the blend mode to color, and you'll see that the color is applied to the flower. Command or Control D to deselect, and you can always go and add color in using the paintbrush tool or the eraser tool to remove it on the new layer. Those steps are on page 364 and 365. You're going to need to recolor this flower, a color of your choice. It does not matter. When you're through, you're going to crop the image to a square of 4 inches by 4 inches. And you're going to place the flower in the square. After you've cropped it, you're going to save this as 8H, your last name, underscore recolor .psd. Make sure it's in the Chapter 8 folder and select Save. And that concludes what we're going to cover for Chapter 8. There is a lot more information within the chapter. Some of it is a little advanced for this class. Some of it's kind of fun stuff that you may or may not do very often. Feel free to go ahead and work through some of the other exercises in the book if you have time. However, even if you don't have the time to go and work through the exercises, make sure that you read the chapter.